Alright, how's it going, folks? Patrick Stewart, welcome back to the channel. So glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. It's another trailer reaction requested from one of my patrons on Patreon. This one definitely a shout out to Mr. Mark McKeever, one of the biggest Trekkies that I know in my circle of friends. And hey, with a name like Patrick Stewart, you know I got to be somewhat of a Trekkie, and I actually am. For me, it takes second place to Star Wars, but I definitely grew up on Star Trek. I love the originals with Kirk and Spock, watched all the original television series, and watched all of the Next Generation, the original movies, the Next Generation movies, and of course the movies with Chris Pine. That being said, Mark McKeever's going to probably excommunicate me for this one. I have never watched, Deep Space Nine, Babylon's whatever one, Enterprise. I've never watched any of them past Next Generation. I've seen some clips. I know who 7 of 9 is. But really, that's it. I have not gotten into any of the television series, including what I'm watching today, the teaser for Picard Season 3. I didn't even know Picard Season 3 was out. I thought that was a one-off. So I've got some catching up to do, and I know Mark McKeever's going to say I got some splaining to do. But, you know, on my bucket list of things to do is sit down and watch Wrath of Khan with Mark McKeever, because that's just like, that movie has stood the test of time. I'm going to go ahead and watch this from my buddy Mark McKeever. It looks like Picard Season 3's got a teaser out, and hey, Patrick Stewart reacting to Patrick Stewart playing Picard for a Trekkie named Patrick Stewart. Yeah, this is some cool stuff. Here we go.
You're only as good as those around you.
Those days on the Enterprise
made me a better man, a better father, a better friend.
I thought I could inspire people
7 of 9.
for justice to an unjust universe.
You have no idea how hard it is to be in this world.
Do not presume to know what I have
Worf.
and have not sacrificed for this.
We have to be willing to go through that door to what's next.
Troy.
There's a whole universe
Riker.
out there. Wherever you go, we go.
Here, in this moment,
Beverly.
let's do what we spent our lives learning to be great at.
As long as you and your crew remain steadfast, you are never without hope.
That hit me all up in the feels. Mark McKeever, I'm definitely going to have to catch up on Picard. That's something that I'll contend, and I can't wait till my friend John gets into watching Star Trek, because he hasn't seen those yet. But that is something that I will contend sets Star Trek apart from Star Wars. They're both space operas. Star Wars, for me, was there through very difficult parts of my life growing up. It was the fantasy world I escaped to. But what makes Star Wars great is the galaxy far, far away. George Lucas created an entire universe. Lightsabers. I mean, come on, lightsabers. This epic battle between good and evil, relationships between father and son, you know, it gets in this, the psyche and psychology of who we are and the internal journey that we go through. But Star Trek, and this proves it, in my opinion, this little teaser, this little trailer, was always about the relationships, the friendships. I'm just going to say it. Star Wars, for me, feels a bit cold. Like a cold space opera. There's not a lot of love, but it's Star Wars. It's about war. It's about battling in space and good and evil. Where Star Trek is about the journey, about the crew, about the friendships between Kirk and Spock and McCoy. That ultimate love that you get between friends and your crew that is just bind together. It feels like family. That's what Star Trek brings to the table, at least for me, and that's what makes it appealing. It just happens to be set in space. I mean, I can remember crying when Spock died. I can remember crying when Natasha died. You know, the big black ooze got her. I can remember all of that. And we cried because we had become family with these characters. So this definitely hits in some good feels right there. I was skeptical of even watching this. I'm like, I haven't even seen the trailer for 1 or 2 or seen seen the seasons 1 or 2. Why would I watch this one? But you requested, I did it, and I'm glad I did it. So thank you for that trailer. That's going to be a cool little nugget I'm going to hold on to. I definitely need to get into these. So thank you. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. You know the deal. Definitely nerdy. Stay nerdy with it. I'll see you next time.